of 77 WABC or Cumulus Media.
Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that?
Don't forget, I call him Lion Ted.
There's like a light in the sky, or a bird, or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer, oh my god, it's gonna hit me! Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show, and here's Frankie!
Welcome to the boardroom.
All the way up, baby! All the way up, DT! You better believe it! I'm all the way up. How you doing? Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today. And guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo! Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show. DT, Donald Trump, the next president of the United States, is going all the way up. Yeah. Congratulations, Donald Trump, because he is with us. 800-848-9222. That was one of the greatest speeches I've ever heard in my life from the presidential candidate. All these pundits in the mainstream media, oh, Donald Trump, he's not a professional speaker. That's why he's there. He's not a professional politician. Donald Trump speaks from the heart. That's the reason why Donald Trump, he is with us. We are Trump. Hashtag we are Trump. 800-848-9222. And please don't forget, FrankieRusso.media, my new blog site. I got a 13-part series, Obama-Clinton crime family. I just blogged on Benghazi, man. It's off the hook. I got all the footnotes from Claire Lopez to Kenneth Tillerman. You gotta check it out. FrankieRusso.media. 800-848-9222. So they hit Germany now. I got a little something. They hit Germany. In September of 81, this gentleman, I've read this once before, was granted a visa to visit Germany as a tourist. I was about to say terrorist. It was a good time to leave Egypt. Earlier that month, Anwar Sadat had arrested some 2,000 Islamic intellectuals, clerics, and fundamentalists who opposed him. 1 week after he departed, militants unfortunately killed the Egyptian president, Anwar Sadat. Meanwhile, in Munich, this gentleman sought political asylum, claiming that he faced persecution in Egypt because of his membership in Muslim Brotherhood. Why am I not shocked? This gentleman eventually moved into an Islamic center. This is a Time magazine article. Located in a suburb of Munich, the north side of Munich, which is home to a large immigrant Muslim community. The center boasts a futuristic blue mosque, dormitory-style accommodations, and where arrivals like him could stay, as well as instruction. There was instruction in the Quran. This gentleman, his newfound comfort was shattered in 82 when his request for asylum was denied. The reason? If this gentleman had never participated in crimes as he maintained, he should have nothing to fear from Egyptian authorities. Germany gave him 2 weeks to leave the country. This is in the 80s. Luckily for him, by that time, he moved in with some Egyptian friends who lived in an apartment building in Munich. Across the hall, he met this chick, this German chick. They got married and the whole thing like that, right? Well, 6 months later, this gentleman arrives in New York. His tourist visa expired. Fortunately for him, Congress was preparing to authorize an amnesty program for more than 1 million illegal aliens who merely had to assert that they worked as migrant farmers. This gentleman applied for amnesty in 86, received temporary legal residence in 88, and became a permanent resident 2 years after that. Through an attorney, he claimed he worked for 7 months on a farm in South Carolina. What? Yeah. But his current wife told the Time reporter that she can remember no travels outside of New York metropolitan area except for one trip to Michigan to visit friends. According to a spokesman at the Immigration and Naturalization Service, the amnesty program was a joke. This is over 30 years ago, right? This is before Omar Abdel Rahman, the blind sheik. Since documentation wasn't required, the burden was on the government to prove, listen to this, to prove the aliens were not farmers. Fraud was widespread and enforcement virtually impossible. After getting his right to work papers in 1986, he got a chauffeur's license and proceeded to drive taxi cabs in New York for the next 5 years. You believe this? Well, in 1995, Mohammed Abulima was convicted of as being a major perpetrator in 1993 World Trade Center bombing. What? This is The Secret Life of Mohammed the Red by Richard Bihar. The Time magazine article. 800-848-9222. I'm going to post this article on my website. What I did, just so before we kick to Donald Trump, I just want to say 800-848-9222. What I did was I posted now. I'm doing blogs, and I blogged last week's show. Thank you, Ernie J. from Dyker Heights, Brooklyn. He's helping me with my live stream over here at 77 WABC. Frankie Russo TV YouTube channel. So what I'm doing is, like, on Monday, I'm going to blog the YouTube channel, the 126 show, and I'll have the footnotes, and I'll put this article in there. 800-848-9222. Let's get something from Donald Trump, and we'll take some calls. This is the Frankie Russo Show.
Crooked Hillary Clinton, as proven by her recent email scandal, which was an embarrassment not only to her, but to the entire nation as a whole. She's either a liar or grossly incompetent. And wherever Hillary Clinton goes, corruption and scandal follow. Hillary Clinton's America is a country where the elite get one standard of treatment and everybody else gets second-class treatment. And she couldn't care less. Her misconduct is a disgrace and an embarrassment to our country. Clearly, Hillary Clinton thinks she's above the law. Come November, the American people will show her that she is not above the law.
Here we go. Let's make America great again. Listen up. Donald Trump, all right?
Welcome to the boardroom.
Pump the Trump.
We're pumping the Trump tonight. 800-848-9222. I don't know. Should I read this now or should I take some calls? I got an article here from World Net Daily. Iran jumps on Black Lives Matter bandwagon. Wow. It's crazy stuff. Last week we had CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, over in California with Black Lives Matter. Now we got them over here. The third annual New Horizons Conference being held in Iran focused on police brutality against blacks in America. And its organizers have invited American activists to attend. Could you believe this? Iran did a coup d'etat on its own people in 2009 with Mahakin, whatever his name is, Ahmadinejad, the former president over there. They did a coup d'etat in 2009, and Obama sat on his hands. And now these people are going to tell us, America, the greatest country in the world, how to run it?
You're fired.
That's right, Don. You're going to fire everybody. You better believe it. They invited 30 anti-Israel blacks from America to attend, according to this Israeli event organizer. He claims blacks in America are the only group who utilize their right to protest. No problem. You can protest all day. No violence. Iran is the perfect place to host them and to initiate a direct relationship with this segment of the American population. These people, we're working out a deal with Iran. They're anti-American. They're anti-Israel. The 3-day conference, which would aim to create a relationship based on culture, diplomacy, and revolution between Iranian and U.S. activists. Anybody that goes over to Iran in the Frankie Russo world, okay, it's treasonous. You're committing treason. Iran is the world's largest state sponsor of terror. They've been killing Americans since the 80s, since the Beirut bombing. They've been materially supporting terrorism for the last 30 to 40 years. This is crazy. And people stand up, like Google, supporting Black Lives Matter. Facebook, Facebook, I'm going to get to Facebook later. 800-848-9222. I'm going to get to, I want to read this other piece of this article, and I'm going to take some calls. News of the conference, this 3-day conference, came the same day my brother from another mother, Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark, a long-time critic of Black Lives Matter activists, predicted a future alliance between Islamic extremists and the movement. Before long, David Clark said, Sheriff Clark, Black Lives Matter will join forces with ISIS to bring down our legal constituted republic. According to David Clark, you heard it here first. And Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan, listen to this. Listen to what he says. This is what he tells people, and we allow this to go on in our country. The Quran teaches persecution is worse than slaughter. Retaliation is prescribed in matters of the slain. Retaliation is a prescription from God to claim the breast of those whose children have been slain. Farrakhan goes on to say, he said this in the Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church in Miami. Iran has made no secret of its desire to form an alliance with U.S. activists over the past year. In the U.S., according to the Ayatollah Khomeini, whose president is now a black person, the black people are oppressed, disrespected, and humiliated. And such behavior has provided the ground for unrest. This is coming from a country that did a coup d'etat on its own people in 2009, and Obama sat on his hands. Like he sat on his hands on the red line in Syria. He was never going to do that. He was never going to take on Assad, because he never would have got that $150 billion back to Iran. Because he knows Iran's giving $3 to $15 billion, according to the Washington Free Beacon, Adam Credo, and the Congressional Record Service. Statistically significant, Iran gives $3 to $15 billion back to Syria. Bunch of frauds. I'm telling you. 800-848-9222. And we got Loretta Lynch telling the Black Lives Matter activists not to be discouraged. They're promoting violence, and they're looking to take out the infrastructure. Look at the hits in Dallas. Micah Johnson, Nation of Islam. Look at the cat in Baton Rouge. They were around the mosque over there. This is Nation of Islam. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. I'm going to go to Chris in New Jersey. What's poppin', Chris?
Hey, Frankie. You need more time on the air. I'm telling you.
I know I do, but
You know?
what am I going to do?
And on top of that, you should replace Curtis every now and then.
Hey, my G, you want to get me in trouble over here? I'm just happy to be on the air. You know, you called me last week, and you had me. You trying to get me in trouble with these people up here? This is politics, bro.
Absolutely not.
Come on, son. You're looking out for Frankie Russo over here.
I mean, they have a vacant slot when he's out. You could be on there. Eventually, you could be your own show, like Frankie and Johnny. It could be Frankie and Tommy.
Hey, bro, what about Lion Ted? Is he not a fraud or what? What a piece of work.
You know what? He stays the way he is. He is what he is. He was a liar before. He's a liar now.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Frankie, the Clinton-Trump family is like comparison, right? Like the crime family of the Clintons, right? They're really they're not an average family. They're like the Adams family.
I'm telling you, bro. You know something? When it comes out, Chris, when it comes out that the Clinton Foundation is a charitable fraud.
Yes.
The model up here. Well, it's an oral term paper. Okay, I have court papers, judges' decisions. I got law review journal articles. I got open source articles, well sourced. It's statistically significant, bro. I am so close on this gig. It is crazy. And now, if it comes out and it seems to be true that the Clinton Foundation is a charitable fraud with the server, with the memorandum of understanding, with the Obama Clinton State Department, it's off the hook, man. This is like ridiculous.
Well, on top of that, the family morals. I mean, Bill Clinton's idea of safe sex is when Hillary's out of town. I mean, it's not that I like Trump, okay? And even the family, that family. I mean,
hey, Chris. What else, man? Because I gotta go. I'm almost 125 already. I gotta get out of here.
But all these families.
Where we going?
Weird. Even that kid. They have a son, Barron, who's like 10 years old.
Right.
I mean, all these political families are a little weird. I mean, I don't blame the kid.
Right.
He's 10 years old and he's still breastfeeding.
What are you saying now? Are you attacking Trump's family? I gotta get you off the air if you are.
No, I'm saying the kid Barron.
Right. He's 10 years old.
Yeah, I know. I can't blame him. He's still breastfeeding.
How do you know?
Oh, wouldn't you?
Oh, you're talking with Melania. Oh, hey, Frankie, it's 120. Hey, Chris, you got me on that one. You got me. Thank you for the call, man. You got me.
The Sinatra family is going after them. They don't want the DNC using their music.
I heard about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Sinatra, you know what they're using, right?
What are they using?
Call me irresponsible. Call me unreliable. Throw in undependable too.
Don't forget, I call him Lion Ted.
He is Lion Ted. Hey, Chris, thank you for the call. Let's go to George in the Bronx. I'm sorry, man. That was a great call, Chris. I got 35 minutes left. What's up, Georgie in the Bronx? What's popping, kid?
All right, Harry, but don't hurry me up. Don't do the meatloaf in the oven routine with me, Frank, okay?
What are you talking about over here? I'm over here at 77 WABC. I got 35 minutes left. Let's go.
Yeah, right. Get the meatloaf out of the oven. Come on, hurry. Listen, Frank, listen to me. Because open borders, every enemy of America has their people inside this country. You're going back to the years of Reagan, talking about people coming in here with the farmers' amnesty and stuff. This is all not their agenda. You got to remember this, Frank, is to bring in everybody from the third world into
that is true.
America and Europe. Patrick Buchanan.
Let's go out of here.
Has been.
What do you keep doing over here? I'm waiting for you, son. This is Frankie Russo over here. What do you think this is? Hello? Exactly. Hello? That's not me. That's me, right? I love the show, man. Let's go to Johnny the Marine in Staten Island, man. Johnny the Marine. You there?
Yeah, Frankie, how are you?
Thank you, man. God bless you.
No, God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. What's going on, my brother? How we doing?
I really appreciate you mentioning that Beirut bombing back in '83. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of friends over there.
Yeah, that was Hezbollah in Iran.
Absolutely, and they're still making those IEDs over there, killing Americans. So I don't know what's going on.
Right? And we got all this infrastructure mess now. And look at Europe, Germany, Brussels, France, and everybody walks around. I listen to the radio. I listen to TV. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh my gosh.
It's an insane asylum. It's not a terroristic act because he's mentally deranged. Hey, it's terror, bottom line.
Bottom line, they're just trying to put their spin on this. This is radical Islamic terror, and there's something wrong over here. Donald Trump's right. With these radical Islamists, we got to put a pause on all these, like Somalia, which is crazy. What do you call it? What's that country? Kenya. One of Obama's birthplaces, right?
Yeah.
They're building a wall, right? Listen to this, Johnny. Kenya's building a wall to keep out the Somali radical Islamists out of their country.
Because they're smart, that's why.
It's crazy. So what's up, Johnny?
Well, I also want to touch on Obama's CIA Free Syrian Army chopping 6-year-old kids' heads off with the United States money from the CIA.
It's crazy. Hey, you know something? What's quite frankly, he said conceivably, according to, this, I'm within the realm of statistical significance, $500 million, $500 million to Syria for the Syrian rebels. And he got what? 32 Syrian rebels. It got back, according to CENTCOM, it went down to 8 or 9, and then eventually they gave the weapons to ISIS.
I want to tell you, you're doing a great job, and I love the way Trump is rocking this whole trade.
We need DT in the White House, big time. Hey, Johnny, thank you for the call, man.
Frankie, I'm a loyal listener, and you're doing a great job. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you, Johnny the Marine. I'm able, because of the service of the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, Frankie, at 1:28 in the morning, I could do what I love to do. That's what I'm talking about. We got to take care of our vets, as Donald Trump says. Let's go to Steve in the Bronx, and then we'll listen to some more Donald Trump.
Hello, Frankie. This is Steve Mayo. I'm legal counsel to Howard Hellwinkle and the Westchester County Tea Party.
Great group, great guy. What's poppin', kid?
We just got back from the Republican convention in Cleveland. We were on the ground there. I'm a alternate delegate from the Bronx.
Nice.
And we were in front of everything. I want to tell you, it was a great event for New York and New Yorkers. They love Donald Trump. Let me assure you, anybody who worried whether the Republican Party would embrace him, out of the question. The leaders, I don't know, can't tell. Marco Rubio is probably looking in the mirror to himself today and say, why wasn't it me? I could have been a contender. Forget about it. It's Trump and the people on the floor, the delegates and the alternates, and the party leaders from Mississippi to Oklahoma to South Carolina love Donald Trump. They're cheering, going wild. We've got nothing to worry about. You got a party that's behind Trump. All we got to do is get on the ground and do the hard work, the knocking on doors. It's going to be hard, difficult, but we got to do it. But we have the party supporting us, at least, the membership. I can't talk about the leadership.
Steve, sounds great, my brother, and thank you so much for the call. I'm on a hard break here. I'm going to kick to talk to. We're going to hear some more from
Let's
Donald.
Speak again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the information. It's a great call. We're going to kick to some more Donald Trump.
Do you want a certain one, Frankie? Which one you want?
Let's go with the one with the globalism.
We will no longer surrender this country or its people to the false song of globalism. The nation state remains the true foundation for happiness and harmony. I am skeptical of international unions that tie us up and bring America down. And under my administration, we will never enter America into any agreement that reduces our ability to control our own affairs. Under a Trump administration, no American citizen will ever again feel that their needs come second to the citizens of a foreign country. I will view, as president, the world through the clear lens of American interests. I will be America's greatest defender and most loyal champion. We will not apologize for becoming successful again, but will instead embrace the unique heritage that makes us who we are.
Here we go. Let's make America great again. Listen up. Donald Trump, all right?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the boardroom.
Tell him, DT, the next president of the United States. We got to vote America's CEO, Donald J. Trump. November 8, 2016. RSBN.TV. Right Side Broadcasting Network. Trump Rallies Live. CRSBN website. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Rick and Yonkers. We're moving tonight. You there, Rick? Yo, Rick,
Just tell him to turn off his radio.
You gotta turn that radio off, son. You there?
We'll move, Frank. We'll move.
Okay, we're gonna move. Worldview, according to Breitbart News, Turkey's Erdogan gives the four-finger salute. That's Egyptian Muslim Brotherhood. You see, there's a kind of question over here. We're trying to figure this thing out, you know? Egypt did a coup d'etat on Morsi, right? Sisi went in, took control of Morsi, had him hostage, did what he had to do. That was a coup d'etat. Now, there's a story out there, there's stories out there that the Turkey coup d'etat maybe, is it real or is it fake? Well, we know one thing, according to Breitbart News, that Erdogan is a Muslim Brotherhood operative. That is conceivably statistically significant. Absolutely. So as Morsi was Muslim Brotherhood, so was Erdogan. Maybe they learned from Sisi and the Sisi coup d'etat, maybe. Another article by Breitbart News, Erdogan accused of possibly staging his own coup d'etat attempt. So it's like a coup d'etat on a coup d'etat on a coup d'etat. And he was blaming this Muslim cleric, Gulen, 75-year-old Ayman. Guess where he lives? In Pennsylvania. He lives in Pennsylvania. After they arrested tens of thousands of people, putting all these restrictions on their liberties and their freedoms, he's claiming it was a coup d'etat led by the 75-year-old Turkish Ayman, I got it right. It's crazy. I don't know, man. There's a slight chance, there's a possibility that this was a staged coup d'etat, according to the Pennsylvania Muslim cleric. I don't know yet. We're going to try to get more information before we become statistically significant up here. But we're getting close because maybe, and isn't it slick for Obama? Obama goes, well, we support Turkey. Well, of course he supports Turkey. He's not going to tell you he supports Turkey because it's Muslim Brotherhood and they want to bring in the Sharia law like he did with Morsi when he threw out Mubarak. No, he says, well, Turkey's NATO. I mean, we're with Turkey, son. We're with Turkey. He's, I'm telling you, Obama, Barry Soetoro, a.k.a. Barack Hussein Obama, whatever his name is, wherever he was born, he's the biggest OG. He's the biggest gangster ever to step in the White House. Yeah. There you go, son.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We're in freaking July. Go figure. Let's go to Felix in Pennsylvania. I got 25 left. What's poppin', Felix?
Morning, Frankie. Hey, who's the Frankie Russo mascot?
Tell me who.
Little Hillbish. She looks in the mirror, barks at the liar.
There you go. You know something? Hey, I was looking at Hillary Clinton when she was younger, when she was a first lady. Man, I may put a lockjaw on that.
There you go.
I may put a lockjaw on that stuff, bro. She was hot. I would have swung that biatch over. She would have loved Trump. When I'm done with that, when I would have been done with Hillary Clinton, she would have said, Trump, Frankie Russo, she would have dropped out. She would say, Trump can walk into the White House. Just go lockjaw on me, baby. That's what she'd be saying.
There you go, bro. Hey, check it out now. That clip is her actually barking.
I'm telling you.
You know how she learned to bark like that?
Why did she want to bark like that?
Her dominatrix, Uma Wiener, tries to have the collar on her and has to get on all fours and bark.
Oh my God! I love it. This is a great show. I tell you, I want to stay on the air for the whole night.
We need to teach her some new tricks. Like, you know, when we ask her, like, who's going to be the next president, show her a picture of Hillary Clinton and have her growl. And then when you say, is it going to be Donald Trump, have her bark, right? We got to train her, man.
Hey, you know, DT, we want DT to focus on the country. Let Frankie Russo do a little lockjaw. I'll straighten it out. She just have to go take a little shower, put some perfume over there. I'll close my eyes, and, you know, I'll just hold my breath.
Think of that name, though, Uma Wiener. It's got a ring to it.
Oh, my God. Hey, Uma Badin's hot. She's like 5'9", bro.
I hear you. Hey, but now let me make a point, though. Okay?
Go ahead.
I think that, you know what, there's a divide and conquer going on. Okay? Now, they're trying to marginalize, you know, things about the Trump campaign, saying that, you know, it's all about middle-class, white, you know, Americans.
Exactly.
But quite frankly, Frankie, who's the middle class? Who's the working people? It's not just white.
Exactly.
It's blacks. It's Hispanic. It's American citizens who are being screwed over by illegal immigration and by the government, you know. And people have to, you know, get this out of their mind and realize that, you know, we're all together in this, and it affects every single one of us.
Felix, great call, man. I got nothing to say to that, bro. You're just right on point tonight, Felix. What are you smoking? What are you drinking? What are
I'm drinking bourbon, man.
No
Kentucky bourbon, bro.
What are you doing?
Kentucky bourbon, bro.
Hey, Felix, thank you for the call, man.
All right, Frankie, have a good one, bro.
God bless you. You are on fire tonight, bro. Thank you. I've got 20 minutes left. You believe this? Let's go to Annie in the Bronx. Is this the Latina? She loves to call Frankie Russo. She sings.
I love calling Frankie.
Oh, I know. Oh God,
Straight
my
up.
heart starts to pound. Oh my God, this gets Santana going. Let's get the Latinas. Oh yeah, baby. I love the Latinas.
Or Zeppelin is good.
Oh, you like Led Zeppelin too?
Of course.
Wow. Like those white boys too. You like the white boys? Yeah, I knew you did. I knew you liked the white boys. Go ahead, honey. Let's go.
I am here to defend officially the white marijuana. Listen, can you say martial law?
Oh my God, you're so on tonight.
Right? I've always been on this.
My
I
God.
think probably.
Go ahead, honey. You got the floor. Go ahead. Let me hear this.
Look, nothing is quite what it seems. We have, the same way we have hidden enemies, more importantly so, we have hidden friends. There's not one of them. He's not unveiled to their own death and detriment. Look at the betrayal to Maliki. Look at the betrayal to Mubarak.
Right.
Look at the betrayal. There was no need for Gaddafi. Gaddafi gave us his weapons of mass destruction.
That's right.
Obviously, we had a hold on him. This idea that we will never fear, that's not true. There's many misconceptions about Iraq too, but I can't get into that. And one of the last acts of betrayal he's done, believe it or not, and now he looks like a monster, but again, it's not what it seems, is Putin. Do you remember when he sent Medvedev over to talk about international safety? And Obama, even with a hot mic in front of everyone, and no one wants to see the serpent. Remember how he just slithered over and said,
Interesting.
After the, because he's very sexy, you got to remember, and eloquent. After my campaign.
Okay, so
campaign,
I'm gonna move you forward now. So how do you? Okay, so I see the international side of this, what your position is.
My point
so
is...
how are we taking this home now? Where's the domestic?
Okay, because what he's doing now is, what once used to be our hidden enemies, he ruined by so publicly making Benghazi an act of betrayal. There's nobody who's going to want to help us now. He's ruining us from the inside out, the nucleus, which is our internal protection.
Right.
You must squander them first. Then moves in the martial guards. Am I saying it right?
Absolutely, you're doing great.
The guards, the ones we call in case of an emergency and all that.
The National Guards.
National Guards, right. Now you must remember that part of the bargain with the Dreamers and illegal immigrants is if you go to school and you cannot afford your tuition, just join the military, and you can join the National Guard. All this is under the guise, of course, of keeping things clean and going green and all. But what happens is,
okay, let me hear.
We have a series of things now. Right. We've got everything from, finally, it's all falling into place, the possibility of disease, social chaos,
so you're saying
military breakdown from within and without.
So, Andy, not to cut you off, what you're saying is that basically they're gonna create some sort of chaos to invoke martial law.
They don't even have to create it.
It's
all
already
they have
there.
to do is
quite frankly, the killing
allow for it to amplify, like an infection, allow for it to take over.
Hey,
and the guys, he will always have protection.
Hey,
he
Eddie,
will always make that fancy speech.
Interesting discussion, and we're going to continue this discussion because, quite
Thank
frankly,
you, Frankie.
God bless you.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Hey, listen, she's not far away. I think she's close. You know, the obviously the killing of police officers alone, the unfortunate, the horrific violence against our police officers. They could easily invoke martial law, conceivably, I guess. I mean, I don't know what the legalities are, but you know. She's not far. We're close. She's not far away on this. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Joey in Toms River, and then we're going to listen to Donald Trump. What's going on, Joey?
Hello, Frankie. Listen.
Let me hear, brother.
Did you see Obama today with the president of Mexico? Did you hear any of that?
Oh, my God.
Did you hear that what he said about the violence in this country, that there is no violence, there's no killings, it's the best it's been in 30 years. What does this guy do, live on another planet somewhere?
He's not an American. He's a globalist, as we know. He's not an American. He favors, I believe he's fronting for the radical Islamists.
You know what, I also think sometimes maybe he does want to have the country in such chaos that he can invoke martial law eventually.
Right? I mean, quite frankly, do you, like, in all honesty, I just can't see this guy say, oh, Trump won, take over, Trump. I can't see him doing that.
Oh, yeah, he'll have to.
Right? I mean,
what would he do?
Who knows? I mean, look at the way the whole system's rigged, right? Look at the way look what happened. I mean, he could easily invoke martial law if they keep with all this violence, right?
Yeah,
if this violence keeps escalating and escalating.
Yeah, he says there is no violence. There's 4,000 people that have been killed in Chicago alone.
Right?
In Chicago alone, since he became the president, 4,000 people.
Unbelievable, Joey. Thank you for the call, man.
See you later.
God bless. 800-848-9222. Before we go to Trump, I got an article here. Obama unloads on Trump, promises to protect Mexico relationship. This is by the Politico, Nick Gass. You know, quite frankly, I believe the way I see Obama right now, you could take out Mexico relationship and just say Obama unloads on Trump, promises to protect Mexico, right? I mean, you know, he's not protecting the Americans. Forget about the American allies. He ain't protecting America, right? Open borders, the whole thing. So he's sitting down with the Mexican president, more concerned about Mexico than he is about the American citizens. 800-848-9222. Let's hear from Donald Trump. And I got the last quarter. This show goes too fast, man.
Pick one, Frankie.
Let's go to the 7 trade points. We're focusing on the details of the Donald Trump Make America Great program.
I'm going to withdraw the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which has not yet been ratified and which is a total disaster. I'm going to appoint the toughest and smartest trade negotiators to fight on behalf of the American workers and the American people. I'm going to direct the Secretary of Commerce to identify every violation of trade, all of the agreements that a foreign country is currently using to harm our workers. I will then direct all appropriate agencies to use every tool under the American and international laws to end these abuses. I'm going to tell our NAFTA partners that I intend to immediately renegotiate the terms of that agreement to get a better deal for our workers. If they do not agree to a renegotiation, then I will submit notice under Article 2205 of the NAFTA agreement that America intends to withdraw from the deal, okay? No more NAFTA. No more NAFTA. I'm going to instruct my Treasury Secretary to label China a currency manipulator. Any country that devalues their currency in order to take advantage of the United States will be met with very, very sharply and swiftly. I'm going to instruct the United States Trade Representative to bring trade cases against China, both in this country and at the WTO level. China's unfair subsidy behavior is prohibited by the terms of its entrance to the WTO, and I intend to enforce those rules. They're already there, folks. I'm not going to stop trade with China, but if they don't stop their illegal activities, we're going to do a number.
That's what I'm talking about. The next president of the United States, Donald Trump. Before we take some calls, I just want to hit Hillary Clinton where she lives. Libya. Benghazi. The structure, you got to go to my website, frankierusso.media. The structure of the Benghazi precursor. Obama, Clinton, Operation Zero Footprint, Gaddafi coup d'etat. Obama, Clinton administration funneling through Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey sends dollars, weapons, and training to the Transnational Council, which is like this revolutionary for the betterment of Libya. Muslim Brotherhoods, Mustafa Jalal, and Abdel Hakim Belhaj, plus Benkumo and Abu Katala. That equals the Libyan Islamic Fighting Group. The Libyan Islamic Fighting Group sells, listen to this is the supposed coup d'etat, which it did happen. They did overthrow Gaddafi, but the Libyan Islamic Fighting Group, according to, this is Claire Lopez, she's a definitive expert on this, well, on a lot of things with intelligence. She's amazing. She's 30 years in the CIA operative. The Libyan Islamic Fighting Group sells Operation Zero Footprint weapons to Gaddafi's general. Now, this is where the point I want to make here, which Claire Lopez pointed out, which I thought was very profound. I know we're going to take some calls. She claims that this is the backstory. It was never reported. The reporting of the hit on the Gaddafi's general Yunus was reported. But according to what she found out through intelligence, what happened was the Muslim Brotherhood's Mustafa Jalal ordered Abu Katala to execute Yunus. General Yunus, the Libyan general of the Gaddafi, because basically what happened was, to give you more of the story, they had gotten weapons from this United States Operation Zero Footprint, right? And they were worried, the Libyan Islamic Fighting Group was worried that this Gaddafi general was going to find out that Mustafa Jalal sold the weapons to Gaddafi, and he got paid for it. So he ordered Abu Katala to whack him, and he did. So, according to Claire Lopez, the significance of this is that the command order came from Muslim Brotherhood military commander of the Transnational Council to an Al-Qaeda, an Al-Qaeda affiliate commander, and it was carried out. Crazy stuff. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Chris in Bensonhurst. We're going to move the rest of the night. We're going to Larry in Arthur Avenue. Wow. A nice Italian section in the Bronx. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Frankie?
What's up, Chris?
Yeah, listen, I just want to ask you, now that they announced Tim Kaine is going to be VP for the Democrats, what do you think about him matched up against Mike Pence? What do you think? Just your opinion.
Well, quite frankly, in all honesty, looking on the outside looking in, the top of the ticket wins this thing. Mike Pence, to me, is an amazing guy. He wasn't my first choice, and the more I hear this guy, Trump hit a grand slam with Mike Pence, and this is going to be, you know what concerns me, quite frankly, we're going to go out with the grace of God, we're going to get Trump in. What do we do after that? I mean, we got one big mess. You know, and
Right.
we have a big and Trump and Pence, and I hope he can get more people with him, with Rudy Giuliani and Newt Gingrich and maybe Sarah Palin and Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, because we are gonna what he's up against. Not only the Democrats, but he's got like the Cruzes and the Kasick. I do that on purpose. So I mean, it's crazy, man. Chris, what do you think?
Thanks again, Frankie. Pump the Trump.
Absolutely, we're pumping the Trump tonight.
Take care.
Take care, my brother. Great call. Thank you, Chris. Let's go to Larry on Arthur Avenue. We're under 10. What's up, Larry? You there, Larry? You might be there. Larry?
It's me, Rick.
Rick? Oh, the what is it? Poughkeepsie?
Yeah, now it is.
Yeah. What's up, bruh?
You know, that speech that Trump gave, that was the greatest speech I ever heard.
Right? Greatest speech I ever heard.
I mean, and then they call it dark.
Right?
Like, everything that he said don't happen. That's not true.
The haters!
I mean, it's retarded. It's just something, I hate to say that word, but there's something wrong with that.
The haters!
The haters. It's better your way.
So what's up, Rick? What are we doing? Where are we going with this?
No, what I'm saying is...
Let me hear.
Look what Hillary picked today.
Oh.
Is that going to be a good vice president?
Who cares? She's the president. Who cares? She's the presidential candidate. That's a joke.
Exactly. The whole thing.
So it doesn't matter. She's getting rocked. As much as they try to fix it, she's going to try to do as much. Her only chance to win is voter fraud. Trump's got to watch for voter fraud.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And he's got to watch for foreign influence. He's got to watch the foreign influence. He can't sleep on that.
I hope he can do that.
Oh, he could. Trump is smart, man.
I know he's a very smart guy. That's why he's a billionaire. I mean, he ain't a billionaire because he's dumb. Right?
So what else? Because I want to go to Carol in Long Island.
Go to Carol in Long Island.
No, because I'm under 10, bro. I got like 7 minutes left.
I'm in a different world now. That's the way I used to do in Yonkers.
What kind of word you in? What kind of word you in?
I'm in a world where you can hear a pin drop outside.
Are your worlds colliding? Are you colliding in the worlds out there?
No.
Don't do any meth, please. No codeine.
Trust me, I don't do drugs.
No propofol, please.
Trust me, I don't do drugs. But if you go outside right now, you can hear a pin drop.
That's beautiful. Rick, let me go to Larry and Arthur Avenue. God bless you. Thank you for the call. I'm sorry. I got 6 minutes left. What's up, Larry and Arthur Avenue? Then I'm going to go to Carol in Long Island. What's going on? Frankie Russo. You there?
Yeah, it's good to hear Rick moved out of Yonkers, you know.
Is this the has-been?
No, this is Larry from Arthur Avenue. Frank, listen, first of all, Annie from the Bronx, she's not...
Let's go to Carol in Long Island. I ain't got time to play. I got 6 minutes left, son. Thank you for the call.
Hi, this is Carol.
Hey, Carol, how are you?
Hi, listen, I think everybody should next week call all the radio stations and let all the black people know who are part of Black Lives Matter that they're being used by the Iranian government to try to overthrow and destabilize our country. I don't think people realize that. And if they knew it, I don't think the black people would go along with this group, because this is terrible what's happening to this country.
What a call. Wow, you're an amazing lady. How did you derive that?
Well, I only heard it tonight from you. Had you not told us at the beginning about their connection and going to Iran, what?
Right?
How dare them? How dare... We should let them back in the country.
Right?
I mean, this is horrible. I am so worried for my children.
Right?
This is the worst thing. I mean, I'm not a young person. I've never seen this country like this.
Right? It's crazy.
It's horrible. It's crazy.
The American country, the American citizens get whacked. Our American allies are getting whacked. We're just getting
black people are being used.
Right.
And they don't know it. They're being used by these Muslims that are trying to make them think they're their friends, and they're turning on the Jews who marched in the civil rights to get them their freedom. I don't understand that. Jews never did anything to these black people. Why would they turn on the Jews? It's just ridiculous.
What a call,
their
Carol.
skin's a little darker. Oh my God, that means so much. They're the ones who are trying to say that their skin color doesn't matter.
Wow.
They're the right, and they're being used, and they're being racist.
Right? Hey, Carol, what a call. You're an amazing lady, man. Is it the first time you called Frankie?
She's on fire.
You're on fire, honey.
I listen to you all the time, but this is the first time I've called.
So let me ask you.
But tell everybody, call during the day, ABC, all the radio stations during the week. Call them. Let people talk about this issue, about the black people being used by the Iranians.
Absolutely. Yes. Carol, thank you for the call. God bless you. It was an amazing call.
Keep it up, Frankie. You're great.
God bless you. 800-848-9222. Frankie Russo's on the floor. Yo, my peeps up here at 77 WA. Where'd the show go? Let's go to Mikey in Caldwell, New Jersey, and then we'll go to Gary. Let's go, Mikey. What's up?
Hey, Frankie. How are you? Listen, I want to talk about the real unemployment rate under black insane Obama. Okay, we got. When you listen to WABC streaming over the internet, okay, all day long, they got this freaking thing called the Ad Council, which is just a freaking propaganda thing for liberals. Okay, and they say the Ad Council says 1 out of 5 kids. There are 18 million kids that go to bed hungry, and that's 1 out of 5 every kid. That means there's 90 freaking million kids.
It's crazy.
In the country, and according to the website USpopulation.com, there's, as of June 4th, 2016, there are 323,955,971. Say 324 million. You take 324 million, you subtract the kids of 90,000. Okay, you got 240 million. Okay. And then you got
240 million.
You got 90.
I'm lost. Your math. You lost me with your math, kid.
You got 95 million people.
Right.
Already dropped out. Okay.
Right.
So you just take the 95 million.
Right.
And you divide by the 240 or 230 million.
Well, when you get to 240 million, what's it?
49 freaking %, and that doesn't include stay-at-home moms. That doesn't include retirees. That doesn't include disabled.
Michael, great point, man. You hit right on. I tell you these calls tonight. Thank you so much.
The real unemployment rate is over 50 freaking %.
Crazy, Michael. Thank you for the call, man. Great call. I'm under a minute. Thank you so much. Great call. Calls have been great tonight. Let's go to Gary, and then we're getting out of here. Gary, you there?
Frankie, if anybody had any doubts whatsoever that was sitting on the fence of what Donald Trump's plan was, who's a true American hero, after last night, they were all cleared up for you. It's crystal clear. And if you're not on board, then we have nothing to do with you.
Then you're voting for Hillary, right? Then you're for Hillary.
No, I'm a Donald Trump supporter.
Right, but I'm saying if you're not on board for Donald Trump, you're for Hillary.
Absolutely. And also the enemies of this country notice.
Thank you for the call, my brother. Great call. Frankie Russo, you can't keep up with this. You can't, no way. I'll see you in the future. Yeah. What a show.
Welcome to the boardroom.
Amazing show tonight.
This program was independently sponsored by Frankie Russo.